The nature-nurture spectrum. The nature-nurture spectrum refers to the ongoing debate in psychology and other fields about the relative importance of genetic factors, nature, and environmental factors, nurture, in the influence of human behaviour and development. This debate explores the extent to which genetic or environmental factors contribute to various traits such as intelligence, personality, and mental health. The nature side of the spectrum argues that genetic factors play a significant role in shaping who we are. This perspective suggests that traits and characteristics are largely predetermined by our genetic makeup. In the context of intelligence, for example, proponents of the nature perspective argue that genetic factors strongly influence cognitive abilities. On the other hand, the nurture side emphasizes the impact of the environmental, including experiences, upbringing, culture, and education, in shaping human behavior. Proponents of the nurture perspective contend that individuals are molded more by their surroundings and experiences than their genetic code. For instance, environmental factors such as early childhood experiences and social interactions are believed to have substantial impact on personal development. In reality, most researchers and scientists now recognize that both nature and nurture influence each other in complex ways. It's not accurate to view these factors as mutually exclusive. Rather, they often work together to shape individual traits and behaviors. This interaction is sometimes referred to as gene-environmental interaction or gene-environment correlation. For example, a person's genetic predisposition for a certain trait might influence the environment they seek out, and that environment in turn can impact the expression of those genetic traits. Similarly, the environment can influence the activation or deactivation of certain genes. The nature-nurture debate is ongoing and dynamic, and advances in fields such as genetics, neuroscience, and psychology continue to shed light on the complex interplay between genetic and environmental factors in the human development and behavior. Genetic inheritance, DNA, and genes. Genetic information is encoded in DNA, and genes are the functional units that determine specific traits. The degree to which the trait is influenced by the gene factor is often measured through heritability studies. Biological bias, neurotransmitters and hormones. Genetic factors influence the production and regulation of neurotransmitters and hormones, which play a crucial role in behaviour and mental processes. Adaptation, as some proponents of the nature perspective argue that certain behaviours and traits are evolved adaptations and help our ancestors to survive and reproduce. Psychological disorders. Genetic predisposition. Some mental health conditions have a clear genetic component, suggesting that a hereditary influence is involved. nurture environmental factors, as in early childhood experiences, the quality of early attachment between infants can shape emotional and social development. Parenting styles can influence a child's behaviour and personality. Socialization and culture. Social learning, observational learning, and modelling behaviours based on the social environment with culture norms and values can shape individual behaviours and expectations. Education and learning, schooling and educational experience contribute to cognitive development. Experiences outside of formal education also play a role in shaping knowledge and skills. Interactions with peers can significantly impact social and behavioural development. Conformity to peers can influence decision making. Gene environment. Bidirectional effects. Genes can influence the environment and individual experiences, and the environment can in turn influence the gene expression. Gene expression modification. Environmental factors can modify how genes are expressed without altering the underlying DNA sequence. Individual differences. People may actively seek out environments that match their genetic predisposition. Developmental trajectories. Genetic and environmental factors can interact over the course of a person's life, influencing different stages of development. Most researchers now adopt the perspective acknowledging that both nature and nurture are integral to understanding human development and behaviour. The field recognises the complexity of the interplay between genetic and environmental factors, with different traits and outcomes being influenced to varying degrees by both sides of the spectrum. Researchers use sophisticated methods including twin studies, adoption studies, and molecular genetics to tease apart the contributors of the nature and nurture to specific traits. Additionally, advances in neuroscience contribute to our understanding of how genes and the environment interact at the biological level to shape cognitive behaviour. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.